morning, y'all. We are free of our Xenoblade XT here for now, but we have eggs to catch. Find? I guess it's Easter coming up? Gotta admit, I didn't really pay attention to that, but you know, time flies when you're having fun on Xenoblade X. So we're gonna go ahead and do Hatchingtide this morning here. In pursuit of excellence, Julia has a great deal to say about Hatchingtide. Hatchingtide is supposed to provide you an excellent battle. For my part, Peg, it is no pleasure to see you again. I have your attention, allow me to expound upon this nature of this year's festivities. Hatchingtide has its origins in the days before the 7th Summer Calamity, when 12 stages of an era past appeared before me in a startling vision. I've been visited by such dreams ever since, and this year is no exception. I saw great massive eggs, as vivid as those before you now, borne aloft unto the heavens. Making dreams manifest has never failed to lend wonder to Hatchingtide before us, and say I intend to bring my latest vision to life. Speaking of which, let us take commission on to arrive any moment now. Oh, gee, it's a disaster. The cart toppled over and root. Thankfully, the driver was unscathed, but I can't say the same for the eggs. Good heavens, I'm glad to hear the poor driver wasn't hurt, but what without the eggs? How were we to breathe life into my dream? Though I also fashioned some more eggs myself. Though to create the core to do a car will take time, but we're already facing at least a minor delay at this point. If only I could have found someone to help you. Alas, the Jammers are busy enough as it is, and I have mostly the schedule alterations myself. I'm standing right here. But wait, Pegu, perhaps you'd like to lend a hand? Pegu, how good is what it feels to you knowing what an exemplary assistant you are? Give us a cause for hope if you're happy to help, that is. Thank you. The first order was when we became aware of the necessary egg supplies from the merchant. Supplier should be in the market. He's a brilliant fellow, so he won't be a difficult spot. We can only hope he has enough stock. Well, okay. Let's get egging. Puns! Where? I am still trapped on the throes of a PS4. In other words, I'm still DT-less. Burly merchant. He wasn't kidding when he said burly fellow. You're the demo who was here before, ain't you? Right, almost too sure if any amount of supplies you need though. Oh, is there really nothing you can do for us? Well, I do have some data presidents or surplus wares that might be useful if you want them. They're all yours. You know what they say, when life gives you eggs, make eggs. Might not be exactly what you needed, but I'm sure you can come something together with these. Sorry, we're eating into me, prof. I mean, I'd rather see them put to good use. Did we just get handed a bunch of junk? Well, no, it is just much space. I was thinking what a kind fellow he was. He's certainly people out anyway. We'd better take a stock of what he's given us. Let's see, this looks durable. We have some metal springs and rings that could do for mechanism of some sort, and these things of timber could be get down to a more portable size. Are we gonna make umbrellas? Because I know the reward is an umbrella. I think these herbs and resins are used to conduct water repellent alchemical solutions. Never tried it myself, but there's a first time for everything. Don't know if that applies here. Besides, there are plenty of bits and bobs, so you should have no trouble when it comes to decoration. We're gonna make umbrellas. Unfortunately, we will be able to recreate days to use our dreams with these. We could make it far easier to get off the ground, though. Parasols! The trick will be making them look eggy enough. Any rounded object looks like an egg from far enough away. It's science! The shell makes the egg, as they say. Do they say that? Any road. We should paint them! Oh no, which one do I hit? Oh, I hit this one! Wall dialogue! You're right, with some festive patterns on the outer canopy and a convincingly eggy structure, the parasols might just make for a worthy replacement. Parasols are slightly more fiddly than your standard egg, though. With just the two of us, production will take far too long. So we'll need to list for the hope, just as I did with you. Fortunately, the guild's artisans should be less likely to balk at a request for parasols parts than a rush for their myriad eggs. Particularly if we supply the materials. That's true. That's just a visit to the Leatherworkers Guild. I'm sure they'll be able to transform our leather into something fit for a canopy. We're making umbrellas! Oh, the jog thing stays even through cutscenes? That's nice. It's literally just peloton for everyone. After the biggest adventure, assistant. No, not a spoker. She was just informing me of your plight. Many of our apprentices are looking forward to the Hatchingtide celebrations. You shall have the guild's aid, although I'm afraid we lack some of those resources needed to work your level into parasol canopies. The materials wanted to just resistant to a degree, but nevertheless porous. Untreated, it will degrade over time and begin to rot, but our stock of coating is perilously low at the moment. If it's water repellent you're after, say no more. We just happen to have the necessary ingredients, so I can see to its preparation. In the meantime, would you take this number over to the Carpenters Guild and request the parasol frame? We can meet up at the Black Rabbit's Trader's Stalls and None. Yeah, sure. Hello, person whose job quest I never did, even though I have level 90 crafters. Technically over level 90 crafters. Look at that! I'm crazy! I could have just ran. I will now make myself load slower by hitting the teleport. Should've just ran. The one time I don't. Beep beep. I need an umbrella. Ella, eh. Why do you sound like a frightened schoolchild if you need something? Speak. Dude, is that any way to speak to your guild member? Castle fans to test out beyond your own skill, no doubt would the mentality enough force you to compromise their quality. You have double well Seagate Penguin, you shall have it. In the English of the Arcanines await the festivities for their sake. No effort will be spared in one in the parasol's preparation. We shall commence work right away. Let assistants know the Carpenter's Guild has the matter in hand. Gee, thanks, boss. I actually did this quest line already. I just everything about the Carpenter's Guild. I've just pushed order for the Echo Solution and a few other things besides. The next step will be to piece all the parts together into a prototype parasol. I'll bring the person over to Julie once we're finished, so you can go ahead and wait with her. Well, as long as it stops the rain. Effectively. That's all you need. All you need. I'm gonna make you be sure that I've done this schedule to account. I let myself and also to see how fair the eggs. Well. So, 70 pesos per egg, so I want to play the egg, I can't wait to see what Nana cooks up for the prototype, though wait, we must. Sorry, but nothing will be as good as... Nothing will be as good as the fat cap parasol exceeding expectations. Julia Alpha was waiting patiently, waiting to see the parasol prototype. Nana will surely be along any moment now. So to keep you both waiting 11% the very first Urkan egg parasol. Thumbing the pan down. What a fine example of ingenuity, it's magnificent. It's so good to see people do best thing. I'll begin producing more to distribute. In the meantime, we find ourselves at a loose end. We cannot let us both in Hatchingtide spirit, there must be more we can do. Let's show off your parasol to the townsfolk. Perhaps we can evoke out with the promise of gifts. ... Let's go show it off, bro. I did this. I did two things, but I did this. But of course, we have to promote our newest addition to the festivities. If we tell you in a few good onions, these gorgeous accoutrements will be available to those who celebrate. This word will spread of its own accord. With that in mind, to keep mine unfurled and on display, use your venture instincts to identify those most in need of egg-themed accessories. My what? My what? My adventure instincts to determine who needs egg accessories. Okay, she's accompanying me. Yeah, woo! Let's go. How far are we going anyway? Do you have something you want to say? Do you observe for the decoration sees at the city? Take the risk of it, for instance, account the idea and a way to create the final product. That's nice. Greetings, my good sir. Say whatever you're so tired of acquire a splendid parasol like unto your own. At our Hatchingtide event, of course. How about it? Will you join us at the amphitheater? I'd be delighted. As a true connoisseur of eggs, both decorative and edible, I attend annually in hopes of glimpsing avoid perfection, and this parasol surpasses my every imagining. Such elegance, such egginess. Do they have fun writing out the egg puns? Why, the parasol is an absolute adaptation. It's tough to see that level of craftsmanship paired with such a decorative flair. This must be the finest egg-inspired apparel I've ever seen. Might ask who is responsible for this masterpiece. The Leatherworkers Guild, the Carpenters Guild, Black Rabbit Traders, and our Dreamers all had their parts to play, and if you join us at celebrating Hatchingtide, you could see one just like it. I should have known that the guild's artisans were involved. If it means getting my hands on a parasol, I'd be more than happy to take part in the festivities. No, but seriously, do they have fun writing out the egg puns and eggy behavior? Heavens above! Is that adorable parasol fashioned after an Archon egg? Exquisite, isn't it? If you join us at the amphitheater, you will see one just like it. For years I've searched for parasols darling as an egg, getting sunburned and soaked by turns. You offer me one free of charge. 'Tis a Hatchingtide miracle. Expert us will tell all and sundry about the parasols. Our work here is done. Heavens above, it's a miracle! Oh, most swimmingly, you could have an eye for egg connoisseurs. As you go see how many digits you have gathered at the theater, feel free to join us when you have a moment. As egg expected. Puns! Look, Pegu, isn't the sight of the parasol simply marvelous? Eggs held aloft, just like in my dream! Hooray, we did it! We certainly did. Shall we officially declare the Hatchingtide a success? Hold it that you've just seen the half of it. Oh? I'm not quite sure I follow. Quite a few of my customers asked me about your parcels more than I can cover together here. To fight this, I took the liberty of handing out stock to those who came inquiring. With how many left we saw with a smile and the first parasol in hand, the whole city was awash in floating eggs. That's incredible to think. The parasols are bringing joy even beyond our celebration. Way to go, Team Venture. Which they were the same, weren't they? The celebration was spread across the city, born by a great mass of floating eggs. You're right! I was intending other people here, but the eggs made the dream were far too numerous to contain one place. They were always meant to be seen far and wide. The original plans were met with misfortune was a blessing in disguise, for we've touched the hearts of more people than I dare to imagine. There's no doubt in my mind this will go down as a hatching tide to remember. Puns included. Black rabbit traders, we shall continue to distribute parcels to those who ask. They may be free of charge, but they're drawing business in spades. No, no, told me how to assemble this. I can prepare as many as necessary. Woo! Go Team Venture! Do I get one too? I get one too. Truly, where would we be without your ingenuity? I could have without an able adventure. Other men say, I have something for you, Pengu. Hand over the parasol that I will never use because it's not the fat cat. That's the very second parasol I ever made after Julie's, of course. I thought it fitting that you receive it. With eggs aloft across the city, all that's left is to enjoy the festivities. Your work may be finished, Pengu, but Hatchingtide most certainly hasn't. Archon egg parasol. Finished in a striking yellow and golden trim. The successor provides exceptional protection against all but the worst of downpours. Used to unlock an Archon egg parasol. You know, I love these quests because they're short but sweet, and honestly, just good vibes. Problem pair solved. You know, I wish I could be this serious about an umbrella. Wish I could be this serious about an umbrella. Yeah. Here y'all go. I could be this serious about an umbrella. Alright, on that note. Have a good time, y'all.